Hi, welcome back to the Femme Freaks podcast, episode 4. Sis, where you at?
Yes.
Four of us, episode 4.
Yes.
We are your hosts. I'm Polka, Miss Dope in Real Life.
T Chanel, what's poppin'?
Hey, it's D.
Sweet Tea.
Yes. And we're going to jump right into it tonight, ladies. So, we love to say women support women, and but do we really? Do they really, though? Let's talk about the gaps in sisterhood, the shade.
Shade.
That's why Dee's wearing a hat today. You know, that's why I'm wearing the glasses.
The shade.
And how
Real
we
life.
truly show up for each other. So, with all of it, the evolution of sisterhood, support, and showing up, we gonna unpack it, unleash it today.
Period.
Yes. How was you guys' weekend?
My weekend was long. Doing some grown-up things. Not what y'all thinking, but some real-life grown-up things.
Real life grown up things. Take care of your health. Yes. How was yours?
It was good. I went to New York.
Oh,
okay.
I was outside in the city. a little
Outside.
bit. Yeah, and then I came home, and then I watched the Celtics yesterday.
You love
Yes.
you basketball watcher.
I'm
on
a
it.
sports fan. Like I love sports. I watch everything. I played a little fantasy back in my
Okay,
heyday.
fantasy girl.
Football
Yes.
and a little basketball too.
Okay.
Just homework. That's it. Homework all day.
Homework?
Homework, like
Oh,
everything about home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But anything else,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, I'm a bandwagon fan.
We
That's
winning?
fine.
We winning?
Right.
Yeah,
Off-
we won.
we winning this year?
We won.
I feel like we're gonna take it.
We are. I just
I'm
want
putting it out there. We
Oh
winning
no, I don't do
again.
that.
No?
I don't like crowds.
But
What?
I'll watch it on TV.
You won't go to a game?
you never went to the parade.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I can't. No.
Oh, I'm going to the parade. I'm outside.
Them people be acting up.
Home with the games. We going to a game.
You can go to a game.
Oh, a game.
You're talking about the
But
parade.
the parade.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I can't do the parade.
I love the game.
They too wild. They climbing up light poles and things.
Yes.
Nope.
That's what they do. Boston's crazy. They'll flip a car,
Yeah,
even
they
if
will.
we won.
Yeah, they will.
Okay? So we gonna jump right into it, ladies. So, with all this sisterhood and
Just all of it.
this is heavy.
It
I don't
is.
know if it's heavy for y'all, but it's kind of, my glasses are fogging up. It's kind of heavy. You know what I mean?
It's serious.
It is serious.
It's a serious. It's another serious conversation, but it's a real conversation.
One that needs to be had.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just throw it out here. Like in sisterhood, what feels different now that we're older?
That's the thing. People are getting older. I don't even know if they're getting wiser, but some of them are. Some of us aren't. But you know, it's weird. It's weird. It really is. I don't know about morals. I don't know if anyone knows about those anymore. I don't know if those even exist.
Yeah.
You know, so it is different. So picking and choosing is hard, you know. But I know for me, I'm gonna give you 1,000. You can only lose it. You know what I mean? So I think that's only fair.
So you start off giving all your trust.
Not all my trust. Yep.
Okay.
You got everything.
Yeah.
You're cool. Taking it slow. You know, how it unravels, how it begins, whatever. But everything's fair. Everything's trust. It's supposed to all be there.
Right.
But if you can just lose it, that's it. You can just lose it with me. I'm not gonna judge or for someone saying, "Oh, she don't talk, she don't like you." That ain't, you didn't do nothing to me.
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing to me. But I will keep in mind the things that I heard. Yeah, you didn't do nothing to me. But you can only lose my
Not the
trust.
tea.
Yeah.
You can only lose my trust. So I'm coming in full force. You know what I mean? I think it's only right.
Yeah.
Because I don't want nobody judging me off of something that someone said or whatever. But you can. It don't matter. I got too many friends, enough friends. Maybe my circle's enough.
Right.
But I'm willing to make new friends. And I've realized that the friends that I have just met over the couple of years have been my really good friends.
So basically,
You know?
it's like history isn't even outplaying the happiness in your life, sisterhood right now.
And don't get me wrong, my 20-year friends are still there.
Yeah.
Some of them. But you know,
Yeah.
my new friends been real. I like
Been
my
friended?
yeah,
They been friended?
Yeah, I like my new friends.
Yes. D, what about you? Because I know D, like, she don't have a big circle and
No sisters.
no sisters outside of us.
Yeah, and I have friends that I've
Yeah,
had for a
of
while.
course, yeah.
I was always the no new friends type of person. I was okay with what I had, and I'm still happy with the friends that I've been able to maintain. But now I'm open. Like as I'm aging, I'm trusting myself in a different way. Where it's like, no, I can observe. I can see. I like this about this person, and not every friend's for everything.
That's right.
I have some like what is it called? Utility tools friendships that they could do anything. We can go to the
Like
club.
that.
We can hang out with the kids. We can do all of that. And then I have some friends that it's really like we really have a good time when we go out, or maybe we do like self care.
And you know not to mix certain people with certain people.
Yeah, I don't mix my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's like
no.
mixing dudes.
Yeah, and my women friends, I feel like I cherish the relationship as I've aged, where I don't want to mix them because they're still growing.
There you go.
I don't really have. Maybe I have 2 or 3 friends for 20 years. The rest of them are newer, so I want to make sure that I build those.
Yeah, and keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, T?
I don't know. I just feel like, listen, if I rock with you, I rock with you. I mean, the friends that I have are like my friends. Like, you know, they know about me. They know who I am. Hopefully they don't judge me. And if they do, hey, it is what it is. That's their preference. I'm still going to be me all day, every day. I just feel like, yeah, like, if I rock with you, I rock with you. If I don't, it ain't no bad blood. Because if I see you 10 years later and we could still kick it like we did, like if we just saw each other yesterday, then you know that friendship is real and it's been real.
Yes,
So
those are the best
I
friendships.
don't be tripping. Like I don't be outside. But sometimes I want to be outside.
Right, and do
But-
ratchet things with your friends.
Listen, next month we be outside.
Oh, what's next month?
My daughter's coming home.
Oh, we outside.
She said, we gonna be outside. Wait, just a little bit.
We'll see you soon.
That's her
We outside, nigga. We gonna be outside.
That's her ministry.
I know outside for sure.
Yes, yes. I guess for myself, friendships feels different to me now. Like, growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends because I had cousins. I mean, I want to say this, when my grandmother passed away a couple years ago, there was 69 of us when we counted.
Wow.
Cousins, and you know, so all my first best friends were my girl cousins. And then around like 13, 14, I met my ace boon coons, you know what I'm saying? And then, unfortunately, like, you know, it's just different now.
Oh.
It's
People get
different.
older.
It's different now, and you know, it's crazy because I always thought that it would be a forever thing, and I don't know if it was me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was just them. I know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I know when we spoke about it, things got heavy. It got real. And but it ain't even family. I mean, yes, it was family though. You know what I'm saying? Even though we didn't share blood, like they was my water. They was my home.
Yeah.
You know, and when I didn't have family, they were family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me now, friendship looks so different because I speak my truth. I speak
Everybody
my
can't
truth.
handle the truth
everybody
though.
likes
But
Everybody
that's what I'm
can't
saying,
handle the truth.
Evolution
Yeah.
of who I am. I'm not 13-year-old Polka. I'm not 17-year-old Polka. I
Right.
ain't 25-year-old Polka. I'm grown as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm not gonna dim my light.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
can't.
Like,
And
if
some
it's
people
a
aren't
you
growing.
thing, it's a you thing. But if we can't, like, keep it all love. You know what I'm saying? Even if we gotta argue, cry, whatever, but like, I'm not the one begging for the conversation. So right now, like the friendships to me gotta be authentic.
Yeah.
I don't need you every day, but I
Right.
need it to be genuine. On
Genuine.
the course that you said. We don't even gotta see each other.
Every day we don't.
You
There's
know?
nothing wrong with having like talking about it. I don't want to be arguing with my friends. You know, that's stuff you do with people that you sleep with. And you shouldn't even, you don't even want to do that.
I don't want to walk around eggshells around my friends.
You know,
Yes.
so
I don't want to walk around eggshells around my friends. I want to be able to tell you like, you know, that wasn't right.
Yo,
that's what people
and you
should
not feel the
want.
type of way.
People should want that.
Because I want that. Tell me the truth.
Right.
Tell me.
I'm open for criticism. Whether I take it or not,
Yep.
that's on me.
right.
you know, but you can be like, and then at the same time, I don't want you to be like, I told you so. Don't tell me you told me so. Just let me figure that out on my own. Obviously, I like to learn the hard way. Clearly, I like to learn the hard way. Don't tell me you told me so. Just be like, sis, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, whatever. But like, just be genuine. I don't like fake. I don't like fake stuff.
do fraudulent.
I can't stand a liar.
Can't do fraudulent and fugazi.
Nope.
Okay.
Fugazi.
I
love that.
But like with the friendships, it's accountability. Own your shit.
Period.
Own it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that I've taken in friendships where I gotta own it, and I'm apologizing for something that I didn't even do just to mend the peace. And at this point in my life, I'm not the peacemaker anymore. I just want peace. You know what I mean? And
no more taking shorts.
yeah, so like if the distance,
You got to protect your peace.
absolutely.
And if walking away protects your peace, see you later.
And be having busy days and stuff. People don't have time for that stuff anymore.
Well, that's another thing, how relationships change as we get older, right? We got kids, we have careers, we have businesses, we have podcasts, we have significant others. You know, we have a lot going on, and, you know, we got to make appointments with each other. Don't hold me to account if we didn't get up. Like, I'm sorry, I love you, but now you want to beat me over the head with it, like.
And if you're friends too, I think you have to leave space for things to happen. Right? So if I know how I am, and I try my best to learn my friends. So if I know that you internalize, it's okay for me to pivot and be with you in the space that you need.
That's right.
And I feel like I can then reassure you. I have friends that are overthinkers. I'm always going to reiterate in text and verbally. If it takes a call and you need a call, I'm going to call you and say, hey, don't worry about it. And listen, cancel on me if you want, because I'm never going. It's not. She's
still going outside.
If it hurts my feelings, I am. I had a friend who said that, like, I'm not gonna cancel. And I'm like, no, you can't, because I'm still going.
Yeah.
And then he was like, dang. And he felt the way, like, oh, you're gonna go even if yes,
absolutely.
yes. But I do think that to say like, oh no, it's okay if you can't make it or whatever it may be. It can be something as small as just saying, you know, acknowledging where the person sits.
Right.
I don't know. I need that. So, and I pride myself. I feel like I'm a phenomenal friend after all my adult years of figuring out how to be a good friend. So I hold that as very important. So if I'm a good friend to you, you're going to know.
Yes.
You're going to feel it.
Mama.
Such a dope friend.
Right.
That's right.
And so once I know that, now it's like, okay,
Better get you
I'm
one
gonna
of
show up
those.
for you. You know, so if I'm showing up
get
for
you
you
a
good,
date.
then just know that if something happens, come and talk to me about it.
Right.
Like, let's not argue about it. Let's have a conversation in real time. Don't hold out. You know?
Yeah.
And those are things I think we can all look at.
And that's good that you said that, because a lot of people, they be holding on to things for years instead of speaking about it. You know what I mean?
Nobody got time for that.
And so
Life is too
underneath
short.
that, underneath stuff, like, we're not mind readers.
Life is too short.
We can't
literally.
go through life trying to figure you out. Like, and sometimes, I'm sorry, it's a you thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't a me thing, it's a you thing. And if you're not bringing it to my attention, how am I gonna know?
That part.
And then sometimes, if it is brought to my attention, like, and I ain't feeling it, the conversation doesn't get had, I don't know. I don't know. I've been that friend where I had to, I don't want to argue. I'm not an arguer. I run away from those situations, right? In the past. Now I'm more straightforward and we talk about it, but when I speak, it's not accepted because it's not what they're used to.
Well, then y'all gonna have to just agree to disagree, honey, okay?
It's not,
And keep it pushing or get gone.
I mean, and so that leads up right into like ghosted by girls.
Listen.
When you're ghosted by your girls, when friendships fade, like, you ever been ghosted by one of your girls, D?
No.
She too good a friend for that.
That's a dope friend and a dope baby mama. No.
Right, all things. I haven't really made friends. So now, I'm in my era now of making friends. So I haven't had that experience. And the majority of my friends were male for a long time, and they still are. So they don't handle things the same way. So even I had to learn and pivot, like, to be a little bit more sensitive, because I I care deeply, so if it's not deep, there's no middle ground.
Yeah.
And so working on that was like, oh, it bothered you that I didn't do this particular thing, or I showed up late, or oh, I didn't know you kid, I didn't know, like, whatever. So
Right.
not yet, but I'll keep you posted.
What about you, Sweet Tea?
No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever ghosted a friend or been ghosted. I probably have, didn't notice it,
Then
but they weren't
worth it anyway.
exactly. You know what I mean? But as a friend, like a girlfriend, a sister, no. But that's hard for me. I noticed that I have a problem with calling back and doing stuff like that.
Yes, she does.
I got a problem with calling back and texting back. I can read the text and answer it in my head,
Leave you on red.
Yeah, so that's my problem. But my friends understand. For example, my friend, she understands. She understands. And I've been doing this since I had children, so she understands. You know what I mean? And she never calls me out. She does that. But she knows what time it is. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I like, Yeah. And I'm
the same
working on
way.
that. I'm working on that.
But you know what I did? For those people that I feel is safe, I turn my read receipts on. Because I forget and I'm in my head. And so if I open the message and I didn't respond, you can say something. Like, don't feel bad to text me again if I didn't respond.
Yeah.
But that's there might be a handful of people who have that.
That's a
access to me.
pointer.
I didn't
But
know you could do
learned-
that to an individual.
So I just started doing it for like my sister and a couple other friends that I knew, like it bothered them.
Yeah.
And it works.
I have an Android. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
I was wondering why our group chat was green. I'm like, who is
Don't
the green goblin?
Android over here.
Because my girls be like, get out the group chat, Polka. Turning everybody.
I'm surprised.
Absolutely.
Usually men have,
I'm a man.
I see. And what does your significant other have? Android
No,
or
iPhone.
Apple?
All my kids have iPhones. Nope, I'm just stuck.
just stuck
It's
on
just
the
you. I'm
Android?
stuck. It's just me.
Wow.
It's just me. It's all good. So that's why I have to I can't love and like y'all's messages.
Oh,
I
you
have
just
to,
like it?
No, I can't do that.
I don't even know what they do. What does
Shut
Androids
up.
do?
Anyways, we're not talking about my
We don't know. What happens?
I gotta
she
send
speaks
an
in
emoji.
Spanish.
She
okay.
speaks in Spanish
okay.
too.
That's why you do the, okay. I get it
I'll
now.
send emojis.
I get it.
Yes, I will. This is horrible.
But we need to know about, has anybody ghosted y'all?
Yeah.
We need to know.
You know what? I don't really.
Sorry.
Why I always gotta be put on the spot? I'm sure I've been
situation.
ghosted. I'm sure I have. Did I care really? I mean, yeah, of course. Obviously, when you realize that you've been ghosted, it hurts a little bit because it's like, yo, I know I'm a good ass friend, and I feel like if I'm giving that energy, my friend should give that energy too.
That's right.
Or my sister should give that energy too. Like literally, I had to delete my sister from Facebook because I was like, yo, she ain't really rocking with me like that. And then she messaged me like, did you delete me from Facebook? I said, hell yeah, because you only want to be my sister on social media. You ain't trying to be my sister in real life. So
Same daddies.
Yep.
Same daddy.
But she's 10 years younger than me. I love my baby sister. And it's better now. She's got 2 kids now, 2 little boys. Aww. And she's down south. And I love her. She's so funny. But she's busy now. She's a busy mama now, so I get it. Because we don't always have time to just be on the phone and kiki and whatever.
And
but,
we be wanting to, too.
Absolutely.
But sometimes, honestly, you need to make time for your sisters because, like we said a couple of weeks ago, you got to check on the strong people every now and then just to make sure that they're still good.
That's right.
So, I'm sure I've been ghosted. Have I ghosted anyone? I don't know. They would have to tell you in the comments. But, I'm not trying to ghost anybody. Life be lifing and stuff just happens. And, you roll with the day and roll with the punches and you keep it moving.
And sometimes ghosting is just a short amount of time. When I'm going through things, I pull back. So it might be perceived as ghosting, but it's not. It's just I need to take a little time.
You need me time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, y'all all looking at me. I can feel it. It's hot. Yeah, I've been ghosted. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's who I am today. Yes, at the worst part, and that's why I can't rock. How am I gonna support you and be happy for you in your happy moments when you couldn't be there for my worst? I'm sorry. blood, not blood, water, whatever. Like, if, it got to be mutual. Because we talking about being a dope friend. I show up, I show out, I support, I love anybody who knows me. Polka is a ride or die, and it's like, for real, for real.
You just want it back in return.
It's not even like a reciprocal thing, because I took away the expectations of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
like
that.
I took away the expectation because it always led to disappointment for me.
Yeah.
So,
That
and I
sucks.
learned that over the last 8-9 years or whatever, to take the expectation off of people, because everybody doesn't rock the way that you rock.
That is true.
Everybody don't rock the way that you rock. So yes, I've ghosted people.
Okay, ghost.
No, listen, I get Casper on you real quick, and it ain't friendly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I ghost, but you fall back. You know what I mean?
I had to fall all the way back.
maybe,
I can't be hurt.
You gotta fall back and see
fall
if they
back.
notice
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
fall back.
Yes.
How about that?
I mean, I have friends that have ghosted me, but it came back around, and when the conversation was had, it was like, oh wow, you know what I mean? Like, we was both going through these different times in our lives where we just needed that space to deal with whatever we were dealing with. We talked it out, and my sister, like, Tiny, I know you watching, girl. She talked to me on the way over here, okay, with my meltdown, and that's what I'm talking about, like, my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of people that just know, like, when something's wrong with you, can feel your energy. Like, because I'm asking her, like, yo, did he call you? She's like, no, I don't know, I just felt you, and, and it's those real type of friendships, because we did fall off for a moment, and it was almost as if we both ghosted each other, and then when we came back, it was like, but you left me, no, you left me, but I love you, and I love you too, and so we'll never leave each other again. So there are happy endings to when ghosting occurs, and I guess to sum it up, like, sometimes it has to happen.
Yeah. It's dope when it comes back, though.
It's dope when it
maybe I
comes
was
back,
ghosted,
especially
then.
when it's true. You was
Maybe I was
ghosted?
Yep, I was ghosted, and I ghosted. Yep. But you know what time it is, right then and there. I'm ghosting you. That's it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is done.
I guess
sometimes
that's the easier way.
It is the easier way. You don't know. You having that argument. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You're like,
I love you.
nothing. No, I guess I apologize, but I learned that sometimes your apology isn't an apology. I've learned that too.
Speak on that.
And your apology. So when you apologize, it needs to be genuine. You know what I mean? And I be feeling like my apologies do be genuine. Well, at this moment, I did. It was genuine to me. However, I did say.
If you apologize by saying if you felt the type of way,
be
that's
the one
not
to say
an apology.
That's not
Exactly.
That's
So
not an apology.
it's not, and I knew it wasn't. But it's just like I'm tired of this. You know what I mean? So I think it was a wrong way to say I needed space, or we needed space, or maybe we need to fall back. It was wrong with me, but I was just tired. And Steady's like, yeah, you said if you think. That's like that's not how. Steady's like, that's wrong, girl.
Well,
you
first
said,
of all,
obviously, then she's gonna, that wasn't an apology, Tosh. If you said, I'm sorry if you felt, that's not right.
That's like somebody forcing you to apologize.
Yes.
But you don't really mean it.
Right. And sometimes
For real,
you don't
for
have
real.
to come back. Like maybe you need a day or two. Maybe
feel
it's
like-
not best to speak when you're hot and ready. Hot and ready to go. And she's just hot and ready. You're like, that's the worst time to just speak on things sometimes. So I know there was a couple of times, and it was this one friend. We just always, not always, but it's always like something, But this time it was me.
accountability. Yeah.
And I knew it was me, and I shouldn't have never said. I knew what I was saying when I was saying it. I apologize, girl. I do.
She looked in the camera for you and
apologize.
everything.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know if you're watching, but I know you're watching.
I don't know you watching, but I know you watching. You heard that. No, so like breaking up with friends. Breaking up with friends. D, you got something on your mind because your lips is
Oh,
moving.
I'm just thinking. No, I had a friendship breakup before. It was hard.
Yeah.
Because it was just like I knew what it was, and I knew why it was gonna end, and I was sad that we wouldn't have future memories. I still reminisce positively on the past, and you never know what's gonna happen.
Timing is
Because
everything.
it's no bad blood. If I saw them on the street, it would still be like, are you good? If anyone, when my grandmother passed away, she reached out.
Yeah.
You know, and that was important to me. That was you know, an important show of caring. You know, holidays we still send the obligatory texts and stuff, but it's not what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I have to be my best self, and if that wasn't getting me there,
It is what it is.
Sometimes it be that
T,
too.
your girl breakups.
I mean, any girl breakups that I had, they was probably in high school, and good fucking riddance.
Right.
The hell? I'm saying.
That was face.
I'm saying. I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100. Good riddance. If we was friends in high school and we ain't friends now,
I thought you was gonna give a different thing.
I mean, no. I mean, I'm just saying, like, for real. Like, I always rode out for my friends, for real. And if you didn't ride back, then that's your loss. You lost a good friend, not me.
Yeah.
Gotta get on a different bus.
Period. Because I know I'm dope in real life too.
That's right.
Because if you know me, then you know me.
Absolutely.
And if you don't, then you should get to know me. How about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had a group of friends, and we were all tight. Like, it wasn't like, oh, that's my. We were best friends, like the group, the squad. You know what they used to call us? The Get Money Crew.
Ooh, get money.
Not like that though.
Get money.
We would call it Get Money Crew, but
I bring everything to a
we got older, you know, and that was high school. That was high school years, you know. People started having baby families, you know. I don't know if that was it though. It was just it was a blowout. It was, but it just people started growing and going places, and some people don't like to see that, you know. And that's crazy.
That's a big one though.
That is crazy, and I don't even know if it's that. It's just when you're just not the same person anymore. You're going another direction, and you're like, damn, thought you would be happy for me, you know. And maybe it wasn't that. Maybe I'm just thinking it was that I was evolving and whatever it was.
That's
but
a whole nother conversation.
it is, and it's
sisterhood.
Hating sisterhood.
But again, those were when my younger years too, you know. And it wasn't nothing bad, you know. It was just people like, oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Like, whoa.
That type of
Right.
Whoa.
That's the
you know,
hating system.
Then you start to
on the
realize
sideline.
you start to realize what kind of friends you want. Just like, Dee said, you get older, you know what you want. You know what I mean? And you know what kind of friend you are. And I was always taught, you treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's how I'm coming. So I don't see what the problem is. You know what I mean?
Right.
But maybe I'm just not the problem.
And sometimes relationships are not there. Like I had a girlfriend say, some people are roots and some people are leaves. You know, and they're not meant to be with you forever. Just maybe for a season, or to teach you something, or for whatever, for you to teach them something, and it's not meant forever.
That's okay.
What's that saying? A reason, a season, and what else?
The reason for the season. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something like that. It's
I know
something
what
like
you're
that.
talking about though, but mine's is like everybody don't get to be written in every chapter.
That's right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like this is my story,
I like that
and
period.
this is my story, and who comes with me is supposed to be there. And for a long time, I used to think like, oh my goodness, they fell off, like we're not good no more, and would take it and grieve about it, like grieve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was so detrimental to my space, my heart, and then I realized like, yo, God's moving things for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like he's moving situations, people, places out the way for you to grow into something different. And
Unless you have a good man.
oh,
Because then they really be like, woo,
She's fat.
she thinks she better than us.
She thinks she's better than everybody, and you're bragging. Where'd you get that bag?
like, I hate
That's
you.
so weird.
It's awful. It's awful. I'm glad those are my younger years, but
Talk about weird.
it's weird.
I don't know.
It's dark.
I've never been mad at a friend for having a man. Like, weird.
No, it ain't even just a
And
man,
I believe it though.
It happens,
Or
yes.
like success or anything.
Success.
Like I love when my friends are doing better than me or like perceived, not even better, but literally they're where I want to be because that they're paving the way.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now I can
Yes.
come to you, we can talk.
Yes.
I'd much rather you be light years ahead.
Yes.
So that way you have the
teach
torch.
me.
You
Right.
can show me what time it is.
Yes.
I don't know everything. Most of my friends, I'm the youngest out of any friend group I've ever been in. I'm always the youngest, and I feel like I've learned the most. I love watching my friends parent, men and women. It's dope.
It is.
It's always a growing and learning. Like, I wish more people can look at other people and be like, because I don't know everything. You don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. And that's why we were so dope being brought together, because we really, outside of YouTube, didn't really know each other, have a relationship. So when you see all four of us come from different walks of life and been through simultaneously similar things, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, shoot, you know what I mean? Like, we're relating to each other. We can get the experience from one another.
Access to resources.
Access to resources.
Like, that's huge.
And it comes into your life for a reason.
It does.
Definitely.
Yes. It does.
Definitely.
It does. I like my adult, my older years when it comes to friends. And
Same.
Yes.
you know.
I feel like as I've gotten older, like sisters loving on sisters has definitely changed. Because back in the day, it's like, why she wearing them pants like that? Or why she? But I've never been like that.
No.
I don't think that I've ever been like that. I don't know. I really
Hard
don't.
to
But
even be like
as,
that.
You
I'd
know,
be like, you know what? I'm gonna stop giving compliments
have
because I don't
no
get to thank you back. You know what I mean? But it's hard for me to stop doing it. I'd be like, I said I wasn't
I
gonna do that.
can't.
But
If
I'm
I
just-
see
like,
somebody,
you
if
know,
I see a beautiful chick and I think she's dope, I'd be like, yes, you better go ahead.
Shout out to all my bathroom friends. From here to the Virgin Islands to Barbados.
shoot.
I'm telling you, Polka makes bathroom friends
Oh, my
everywhere.
gosh.
I have friends because
Yeah.
I recognize dope people.
Yeah.
And like, I want to be a part of that energy. Even if you don't say nothing to me, it's like, how's that outfit?
Because you know what? It makes that other woman look at herself like, well, then I was just talking about her, and now she gives me a compliment. I gotta give her a compliment back. Like, it makes them look at you different. Like, oh shoot. Or if somebody be like, oh yeah, you know that girl? She thinks she's this, and then when they actually meet you and you're dope in real life,
Yes.
I don't want to be
and
around
they
none
just
of
be
those
like,
people.
oh, I didn't know she was like that because I heard this. I hate when people be like, oh, I heard this about you. Do you know me?
no.
You hearing about me from somebody else that probably was hating on me for whatever reason. But if you want to know me, come and ask me about me. Don't ask somebody else.
That's another thing. Pay attention to the people you meet and how they move and what they say.
Yeah, I don't do the
I
he
don't
say,
like
she
me
say.
either.
Like, I can hear a million things about you. It still don't, I know some people that been through it. I've been through it. Some people might not like me just based off of what they heard. You know what I mean? But when you meet me, it's like, damn, she's so cool. Like,
And you also need to be careful about who you let in your space too.
oh, absolutely.
Because you don't want negative people in your space
sometimes you
giving you
can't-
negative vibes and comments. Keep it to yourself or tell your mama. Okay?
Some people
Period.
just don't like how other people love other people. You know,
That's
they
true.
don't like that. But they don't like that energy that they get from people. Like, damn, everybody likes her.
That light.
That's horrible.
That light be blinding. And people want to dim it. Understand that I've had that light.
Family,
Absolutely.
friends, faux friends, haters.
Can we take a sip to that?
Yes.
To not letting anyone dim our light. And that's
Never
why
dimming the light. Never.
Yep.
And I also think though it's like not even worrying about. I try my best not to pay mind to it. Like I'm not talking about anyone that's not on my time. I don't care. I'm not. I'm gonna talk some trash if I see something looks wild and I see it. I'm gonna be like, you see, what is that? I'm gonna do it. We're human. But to really care that you don't like me for what I don't.
Yeah.
And and even if I am bothered, I still don't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you still don't.
And you'll never, because it's just not worth it.
It's not.
You know
I
what?
just don't find, I don't even want to dwell on the idea of someone having some type of, as long as you don't put your hands on me, we're good.
Yeah.
As long as, like, if you didn't, like, beat my cat or hurt my family, I don't, like, you.
He said, as long as you don't play with my family, my job, my money, and my cat.
And her cat.
And her cat.
And I hate cats.
I don't rock with cats at all.
So
Give me a
that
pitbull.
tells you, if I care about a cat, that tells you something.
Yeah. Listen, I
don't care.
I just don't care.
See,
I just don't. I can't.
so me, I
Protect your peace.
I don't care. Let me just say this. No. I'm a sensitive thug.
I'm
No, I'm a
sensitive too.
Pisces.
I am too.
I am a
I'm
sensitive
sensitive
thug.
too,
Like
but-
there are some things that infiltrate my spirit, and sometimes I can't just like. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
I'm a Pisces.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when people, I guess it's when they're so close to you and you've bigged them up so much and you've loved on them so much and you would never even come out your face to say anything that even makes them even think a certain way about themselves.
Right,
and it's like, you planting seeds over here now?
That's when you press pause, back it up,
Yeah,
get up off my
I'm a
space.
sensitive thug too, but the next day,
Oh, yeah,
I
the
don't
next
care.
day, I don't give a
you know, that
fuck.
first day, you just be off. The next day, I done forgot.
No,
I
listen.
I thought about it again at noon, but I forgot again.
Right? Like I care, but I don't care.
I'm a Libra. Once I'm done with you, I'm
After
done.
that first day, oof.
I'm done. Once you're dead to me, you're literally dead to me. I don't even know you. We could be in the same room, and you could be sitting at the end, and I could be sitting here, and I could act like you don't even exist. I could talk to everybody else in the room, and I was
That's my favorite thing to do.
like,
I'm really
Yo,
good
these
at
are the villains.
I'm
Yo,
just
I
saying.
do it too, but
I'm
I'm
just
talking
saying,
about
like,
I'm throwing a party and I'm
I'm
inviting
not
me
even
and I'm
that.
still not
It's
talking.
not right. Like, I don't care. Like, if you don't like me, that's your problem. It's not my problem. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna keep it moving. Whenever you ready to talk, let's have a conversation. If not, kick rocks.
I guess I'm the bad guy in this movie.
Everybody roots for the bad guy.
Everybody went for the bad guy.
Yo, that conversation just went its whole own way, and I love
Yeah.
it. But let's get into the pressure to be the strong friend. Like, is there pressure from being a strong friend, or you just pass that on? Like, I don't even want that no more.
I don't feel like it's pressure for me to be a strong friend. I think sometimes you play your role in that friendship.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need you to be strong, and sometimes I have to be strong for you. It's all about if they're really there when it's time for them to really be there.
Right.
And if they are, then that's my dog.
Yes.
And if they not, damn, I ain't got no friends.
I don't even believe in reciprocity, like in life, like in any relationship, because reciprocity means it's like it has to be equal. It's not ever all. It's not going to always be
Never.
equal. And so
Right.
when you hold yourself, and you know, I feel like each interaction is its own, then I can't expect reciprocity. Like, and of course, in a body of work, I can, but overall, no. I think sometimes it could be a year that I need you more than you need me. You know, we all go through things. So how can I say that? So for me,
That's a different way to put it, because I always, I guess in a female-male relationship, I always talked about reciprocity and wanting it. I never looked at it from that aspect as far as like female relationships, because it's true. It's not equal all the time, and you're right. You could be the strong friend for a year, and then you're the weak friend for the year, or the week, or whatever. So
Or the
that's a
day.
dope, right?
just don't know.
No, it's true. And I just had somebody tell me, like, yo, you can cry. Like, and I'm like, but I don't, yo, you could cry. Lose your shit with me. You're safe. Like, if you feel like you need to do that, do it. And usually it's the other way. You know, it's been like that for a little while, so that's the shit that counts. That's what matters. So yeah, you just enlighten my eyes. I'm over here learning. What about you, T?
I don't know if it's been pressure. I just want to
hear
say.
you.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, I don't know.
a dirt bike
I don't
going
know.
up the street.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't think it's there's pressure being. I don't know. I don't never feel pressure. If I want to be friends, I want to be friends.
Like the
if I love
strong
you-
friend.
No, I think sometimes I may have to be strong. Sometimes you may have to be strong. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like maybe I did feel like that. Maybe I did feel like that in one relationship. I call it a relationship too, friendship relationship. Because it felt like, God, we were together. But I love my friend. It felt like that, like that. But I didn't mind doing that. But I did feel like that at a point in time. But that wasn't my reasons of us not being friends anymore.
Yeah.
But I felt it before. But never the reason why it's too much pressure being her friend. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I want you to be there like I'm there for you. You know what I mean? And I was there a lot more than you was there for me. Maybe you just had more shit going on than I did, but I never got to see me needing her like that either. So
Yeah.
and now we're not friends.
Sometimes it happens
And now
like that.
I got an infant. I'm changing diapers. I need somebody. No. Where you at, friend? Where you at, friend? Where you at, friend?
Well, no, you ever been called out like when the friend is like, yo, I've been there for you and I've done X, Y, and Z and this, that, and the third, and you ain't doing it for me, and you have that whole conversation. You've ever had?
Not me personally.
In high school, maybe, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Not
I was
really.
just throwing it out
Yeah,
there.
I
'cause
did
you
feel
brought it
like
up,
this
yeah.
a lot, but I'm looking at it now that's being a question. Like, oh, maybe I did feel like that in one of my friendships, but
Right.
it was never, oh my God, I'm tired of this. It was just like she was always there. When it came to the kids, she was there. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, friend, I need. But I had her back. She had mine. But it was a lot of work sometimes. When your friend's going through a lot of DV, a whole bunch of stuff, it's a lot. You know what I mean? It takes a toll on you sometimes. But
You be needing those friends.
you
to
be needing those
uplift you.
friends.
So we're covering all these things, right? We're talking about it all: the ghosting, the relationships, the reciprocity. Something I learned new today, you know what I mean? In sisterhood, anyway. So like competition and comparisons and cliques. And let's talk about this from a standpoint of now.
Yeah.
Because now that we're on the scene, right? And I know everybody has always done their own things, being us four. Talking about women supporting women. Do you see, like, they don't have to be your close friends, but do you see the people that might be an associate, someone you share their things, not sharing your stuff, or, you know what I mean, following you, and it's kind of like, I thought we were supporting each other.
And maybe there's some people that feel that way about me, myself. I know I try to make sure I, whatever I see, share, do whatever. Because sometimes, just supporting is a share. It don't have to be, coming to an event. It don't have to be money. Sometimes it's just that little share, that little subscribe, that little like. You know what I mean? That can
Ain't
go
nothing
any
little.
business.
Let's take
Ain't
away
nothing
that little, though.
Right.
That little out of in front of all of that. Everything's big around here.
Yeah, that's right.
Share it. So I don't feel like that now. And I do feel I'm not paying attention too much. Maybe my close friends, I don't worry about it, but my close friends, it's there, but I'm not like, oh my God, this person didn't, I'm not really just on it like that. I'm going to promote me anyway.
Absolutely.
That
What
part.
about you, D? Just like with the...
I think the more that I show that I care about something, the people that show up for me will show up. I'm casual about it, which I usually am. People don't know you're busy. Everyone's living their lives. But I think for the most part, the people that I wanted them to show up for me have. But I think sometimes if we feel like it's not enough, we have to say something. Like it's cool to like the first, like even with the pods, like it's cool to like it. You gotta share it, and sometimes we might internalize it, and it's like they don't know the share makes a difference. They don't know. So now, once I tell you, I can't hold you for nothing that I didn't already tell you.
Right.
But once I tell you, my expectation is get it right.
Do it.
And you can't keep that
Excuse.
You can't keep that excuse anymore. And then even if you don't show up for me, it might not change. It might not change where I sit with you. Necessarily, because I don't know what you got going on.
Right. And that'd be hard sometimes. I know now, having a young baby, it's hard for me to just get out and I'd be like, I'm there. And I'd be like, no, you're not. Hold up, what am I doing? You know what I mean? You be forgetting.
Hold on.
And it's just you be forgetting sometimes, like, damn, because I can't just pop out and just do things like I used to. But,
But your people who rock with you, they know.
Yeah.
So if you don't, if you
and
can't come outside, then
and they do, and they do. But I miss it, and I'm
you miss being outside.
Not
Yes.
just not outside, but yeah. But just going to those events, that's networking. I do miss a little of that. But I'll be there. I'll be outside soon.
You take
Summer's coming.
It is.
I don't know. I feel like, the people that support. Whoever doesn't, or they will eventually.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, follow. Tell your friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a cousin. Tell a cousin.
Hold on. We off.
Tell your mama. Tell everybody.
It's okay. We having some technical difficulties, but
we running through.
Yes.
But for me, like, there's no competition. I love seeing all of us shine. Like, you winning doesn't make me win less.
Right.
Like, you winning can actually put me in spaces. You know what I'm saying?
I like
'Cause
to see that.
Yeah,
You know?
I like to
And
see that.
it's supposed to be motivating.
And Boston's small, like, and if we pivoted to the city, right? We know enough people sitting here that we know that not everybody's going to be able to support in the capacity that we, maybe we want them to. But
At least try.
my goal is to make sure now that we are on a platform in which that we can be seen is that when I am out, that I'm giving the same energy that I want.
Right.
Because I am quiet, so you might not know what's going on, and you might not come across as friendly, but that's my goal. It's just, put people on and get people to pay attention, because this is communication that I want to see more of Boston have. Because it was hard to make friends in the city.
Yeah, you said that. She said
Yeah,
that.
it was hard.
Well, not no more, girl.
How old were you again when you moved here?
I was 17.
Oh, yeah.
So you're already out of high school. You're basically out of high school.
Right. Yeah.
Doing my senior year. I was in a charter school. So I didn't really.
Different.
I think there was 40 kids in my graduating class.
Damn.
Wow.
It was super small. So it was hard. But now that I'm up, I go out enough. I see enough people. I've made random associates going out.
Yo, random associates.
The randoms.
Specifically when I'm drinking.
Yes. Well, we ran through a lot of these questions and stories and sharing, and we're all dope. Like we got the sisterhood down pat.
Yes.
Definitely.
And we'll continue to learn and grow all the time.
Everything's learning, right?
Everything's a learning process. So if you could give a takeaway or a gem, just to big up sisters out there, like what would be a motivating point to be like how you support your homegirl, your sister?
Show up.
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Okay.
People, sisters, brothers, everybody, you know.
What's your gem, D?
I would say sometimes it's okay to smile a little bit. Because it's welcoming, you know what I mean, and so it makes people want. I have it, and that's me. I never smile, and so. But now I know when I do, it's like people are like, "Oh, she seems nice."
Yes,
Cool.
I've been telling them she's so different in person. She dope in real life.
I try. So I would just say smile and give eye contact.
Yeah.
It's something I work on a lot.
Love that.
Making that connection.
Right. Absolutely. I would just say connect.
Look
You
at
know what I'm
that.
saying? Just connect. You never know who can put you in a different space, who you'll meet along the way that can help you in something, that you're doing in your life. So with that being said, we got sis, we see you.
Sis,
We see you, sis.
See, this how we support one another.
Absolutely.
We also supporting a sister.
Yes.
So we do got a I see you sis this week. Shiaka McIntosh. Sis, we see you.
Yes.
So she's the founder, creator of her organization. It's called Parties from Above. Okay, so what her organization does is basically it throws parties for those children that lost their parents.
Oh wow.
Parents, so
She just had an event
Yes,
this week,
so
and
she
it was
had-
her first
yeah,
annual
so
one,
she
and I
had
thought it
her
was so
first
dope.
fundraiser this Saturday that passed, and my daughter decided to do a cartwheel over the couch. So I was in the ER on Saturday, so I wasn't able to make it. But sis, we see you.
Yes.
Dope. It's a passion of hers.
That's amazing.
What's her name?
Shiaka McIntosh.
Shiaka, sis, we see you.
Above. I love it. We sipping.
Said, sis, I'm supposed to drink. Yes.
Hold on, no, hold them.
Y'all can hold them.
What's her info?
So
Yes.
her handles, she is Parties from Above everywhere on every platform. She is on Facebook. She is on. It's I Am Chic. This is a passion of hers, like decorating. Like she's been doing it for her son ever since he was a baby, just decorating. But she did lose her mom, so she's lost a parent. Her son also has lost his parent, his father. So, this is personal for her. So she puts her heart into it, and these babies' faces when they show up to these parties be like a blessing. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
No, it's
So
super.
it's dope. And her fundraiser was this weekend, like you said, her first annual. And she's got awards. I can't even go down the awards that she done got from the State House. So I'll be here all night. But sis, we see you. Keep doing it. Keep making the babies happy. And you can donate also. She's on, you can GoFundMe. She's on GoFundMe. I think it's Parties from Above. Yep, so you can donate there. You can hit her up. You can donate. She's on every platform, like I said, Parties from Above. Donate, because she's coming out of her pocket for all of this. So it's her and donations. Donate. And then she's Christmas. She's doing, the drives and all that stuff. So it's not even about the
Nice.
birthday. She's just there for the kids. You know what I mean?
Love
And
that.
if she hears that, you know, and it's sad that we have to hear these things, you know, on Facebook, on the news about, you know, a child losing a parent, but she's there. So
Yeah.
hit her up if you have any inquiries. She got you.
That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Sis, we see you.
Yes.
see you. So our shout outs for the night. I got raised glass because today, that's why I said hold on to him.
Hold on to him.
My 28-year-old, my firstborn, my China doll, happy birthday.
Happy
Golden year, 28 on the 28.
Remember when I was 28? Those are the good years.
But you know, follow, like, share, Facebook,
Subscribe.
Instagram, but YouTube, subscribe. We are at 94 subscribers at this
Wow,
time.
nice.
So
Keep it going.
We said we was gonna do it in 25 intervals, right? Like, oh, we're looking for 25 this week or 50. This is only our 4th week in, and we already got 100.
crazy.
So we surpassed and keep it pushing, keep it going
Yes.
because
Thank you.
this is us doing dope things. We are the like only female podcasts,
Yes.
right?
Shout out
in
to
Boston.
y'all. Shout
Don't be
out
scared
to
to
y'all.
comment. We want to
Yeah,
hear
we
from
wanna
you
hear
guys.
'em.
We want to
Chime in.
hear. Say something. We can talk
And
back.
if you
know.
see us out, pull up. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know, smile, but I'll say what's up.
Don't,
Give you a dimple.
don't pull up too
D-step,
close.
pull
Hold
up.
on now.
No, not too close.
Not too close. Don't pull up that close.
Listen,
But definitely YouTube, subscribe, please.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
We out here.
Yes, we are.
Well-
Shout out to y'all for just
You
tuning
might
in.
catch. You might catch us down the street. I'm
Word.
just saying. No.
in the streets.
We'll be outside on Mondays.
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
do.
saying.
Oh
True,
man,
true.
but thank you once again for
It's
making us
been real.
the best part of your Monday evening. Signing
Yes.
off, Fem Freaks.
Fem
Cheers.
Freaks. Follow.